In plenty and in time of need, when this fair land was young, our brave forefathers sowed the seed from which our pride is sprung. A pride that makes no wanton boast of what it has withstood, that binds our hearts from coast to coast, the pride of nationhood.
Sorry, I couldn't stop him from getting the microphone. My apology, but as you can hear clearly, he sang his heart out, all the love and care he has for this island. Anyhow, I will not allow I to get back here again. You're with me at the moment and our co-star. Good morning to each and every one of you all. We did say this morning we were taking to the heart of the history of Barbados, or the core. That's where we are right now, but it will not be a historic tour. What we're doing to you this morning is we're going to take you on a cruise passengers walk down to the Bridgetown terminal. We've done it the other way around before. We will be taking it in that direction this morning. We'll also be having a look at the end at the 𝐊𝐶𝐂𝐿𝐴 towers that are no longer there. There's the sugar towers that have been dismantled. Just for all those that have been concerned, before we go any further, those towers have been in bad disrepair for a very, very long time, and as you know, we no longer export sugar in that kind of bulk, and therefore I can understand the reasons for taking them down. When I used to work with the cruise industry, we used to say we wish they were down, then the ships that were there would have had a more enjoyable stay and it'd be more functional as a port. But anyhow, unfortunately, we've lost the views, but we'll see that later on today. Good morning to each and every one of you all. Welcome to a new week. Welcome to beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Of course, I am the Bajan warrior, a person that fights for the peace and serenity and love and kindness and care of humanity. And I'm joined by my co-star this morning. Of course, you all hear already. Co-star means she's not as good looking, she's not as popular, she's not as knowledgeable, and she's certainly not as kind or as loving as me. So, this morning I have to say, okay, I see people talking nonsense here. Anyhow, this morning we would like to say thank you to our billionaire who brought us out. But before we do that, we're going to listen to the sounds of Bridgetown at 6 a.m. Here we go. Okay, I thought it might have rung at 7. I was going to what time is it at all? I had to adjust my clock. Anyway, good morning to each and every one of you all. We are in beautiful, beautiful Bridgetown. Welcome to Barbados. Thank you for joining us this morning. For those who are on board, for those that watch us later, thank you so much for your time. You know, we do treasure it. We do appreciate it. It's not something that's just going to happen. Your time is your time. You spend it with us. We are honored to have you with us this morning.
Best guy, my man.
Yeah, my brother, you good? Man, you want to say hello to the family and hang over? Next time. All right, my brother. All right, so this is beautiful, beautiful Bridgetown. We're in the inner basin of 𝐸𝐸𝐻. 𝐸𝐸𝐻 means turn a boat on its side and carry out general repairs. That's what you see done in this general area before. We'll talk a little bit more as we're walking. Directly in front of us, the Granville-Williams bus terminal. That is the main terminal in Bridgetown. It's referred to as the Fairchild Street bus stand on occasions. If you want to see a lot of history, or hear a lot of history in Barbados, not see it, but hear a lot of history in Barbados, please put in Bridgetown in your search of YouTube and join our Miss Care, who is our host for majority of our Saturdays. She does our 𝗳𝗟𝗃 Saturdays for us. We used to call them the historic 𝗳𝗟𝗃 Saturdays. She puts her heart and soul into her vlogs. So if you want to hear more about history of Barbados, remember, we're very versatile. It's not just me, it's not just Jeanette, it's not just any particular person. We are well-rounded, and everyone that's in our family have one thing and one thing at heart first of all, and that's love. And then Barbados secondly. And Barbados, of course, you know, beautiful, beautiful place. If you found the magic here, you would never want to go anywhere else, I'm sure of that. We're going to say our serenity prayer at this location. We haven't any turnaround right now because it's such a beautiful view this morning of the sunrise. Lovely inner basin being utilised a lot by the boat, lot of boats. A lot of these would have been on the outer section originally. Again, we'll talk a little bit more of that as we're going. No real history this morning, just general information, beautiful scenery, and hopefully we'll interact with a lot of people. We do know one of the cruise ships are in this morning from 5:15. That's the mine shift. She's doing her home port turn today. 2 others are going to join her around 6:15. So by the time we get to port, hopefully we will see a group of people coming our direction out of the port, and maybe be able to interact with them. We'll see how that goes. All right, so if you'd like to join us, it's our serenity prayer. This is a prayer that yes, I can say we, because we do use this for peace and comfort and understanding that we're only responsible for ourselves. All we need to do is take care of our own selves. Don't get into any gossip, don't get into anything like that. Just take care of yourself. Let those who are living around you live the way they want. You have no control over them. When you start thinking you have control over anything else but yourself, you are in a losing battle. You will never win that battle. So just relax, lead by example, let others see how you are, and they will follow. You know, you don't have to tell people what to do. You show them what to do, and don't say what to do and then don't do it. So let us all today lead by example. All right, our serenity prayer. Please join us if you'd like. Otherwise, we'll be back to you in a couple of moments' time. God, grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Your will, not ours, be done. Amen. Beautiful, beautiful scenery this morning. Look at this sunrise. It is going to be spectacular. As you all can appreciate, the sun has shifted a lot to the south compared to where it was before. If you would remember on many of our vlogs earlier on, if you do look back and see some of Nicole's vlogs, you remember we were looking at the sun up in that direction. We're now looking at it over what used to be the National Insurance building. It is now Golden Square, Freedom Square. So you all would know that is over in that section. It's going to be beautiful for all you on the east coast and the south of the island this morning. You've got some reds and some yellows and some oranges. Just beautiful, beautiful sunrise. The promises of a new day. That's what sunrise represents. A lot of people say that sunset is the most beautiful time of the day. I will have to tell you, sunsets are gorgeous. However, for me, sunrise always would be more beautiful because it brings a peace and serenity that you do not find at sunset. At sunrise, you're usually by yourself. You're able to take in all the peace and serenity as you would have done this morning. You would have heard one or two people here, but imagine this is one of the busiest places in Barbados, and you would hear the serenity that was out here earlier on. What we did have was a bull kite that was flying just over the Independence Arch a little while ago. That has been drawn down for the morning. That is something that's very popular in Barbados, kite flying, usually around the Easter time, but we have been having some strong breezes, so some people have been enjoying themselves with the kites. Thank goodness it's been taken down. Hopefully everyone in this area didn't have to sleep through it last night, by any which way, no problem. Alright, so most of these are for charter, etc., fishing charters and stuff, so you can always get a great fishing charter in Barbados, many options. A lot of these you see on the outer basin just behind us. This is the inner basin. Incidentally, this is where Constitution River runs to. That is it, coming out from underneath that other bridge here. All the water from up in the central of the island, St. Michael, etc., when there are heavy rains, are going to come in this direction straight out to the ocean. They've done a lot of restorations on that area. Once again, put in Bridgetown or put in Constitution River in your search engine, and you will have a comprehensive tour that Nicole did for us up through that section. As we mentioned Nicole this morning, good morning to you, Nicole. Hope you're feeling a lot better on the recovery cycle, because we do need you on Saturdays. I like to walk about Saturday, and I don't like to talk, and you're making me talk now on a Saturday. You know, I'm a very quiet person. I don't like a lot of chatter and stuff going on. So as you can see, I'm here with, of course, my co-star. As I told you before, not nearly as pretty. Definitely not. I'm the most handsome, the most amazing looking person in the world. But she's a close runner-up, so that's why you take her with me. And also that she's standing with me, she even looks more beautiful. Of course, I am definitely impacted on her. So good morning to you all. I am Nick, the Bajan Warrior. We're going to take you on a stroll. Get ready for it now. Alright, as we said, we were not going to be doing history. We'll come back to that sun, because by the time we walk over a little bit, that should be up, and we'll have a look at that for you. We just want to show you what this is like. This is known as a swing bridge. Everybody say the swing bridge is now a lift bridge. That was modified some years back. The swing bridge was no longer functional, and they've put a lift bridge to get all these boats on the inner basin. It is mainly a pedestrian crossing. You might find a bicycle or a cart being pushed over here, but in general this is only used for pedestrians now. It used to actually be driven on all the time. A little bit of history and stuff. We're going to come around bit by bit, talk a little bit of it. You would remember the Waterfront Cafe directly in the center, lower floor. That's where the Waterfront Cafe was. Very, very popular for jazz nights and great foods and stuff. All along this boardwalk section here used to have chairs and tables people used to enjoy. Fisherman's Wharf was up in the above floor. And for those party animals that are amongst us, directly in the center screen, top floor, was where the Warehouse nightclub used to be. It used to have a lot of fun. A lot of us used to go there and have a great time. That was probably before my time though, thinking back. That would have been like before my time. I couldn't have been partying at 5 or 6, but anyhow, whatever. So this is where the Jolly Roger used to originally moor, just right here. This is where they used to leave and come back to. If you remember the olden days, this bridge here was used as a platform for diving off. People used to throw money off of the Jolly Roger into the water and watch all of our expert divers bail off of this bridge here and go down and try and find the money in the silt below. That was a big, big thing at one time. So this area, as I said before, was originally the Jolly Roger used to berth right here. You will know if you were here last year and any time over the last few years, this was an extremely busy area for all the pleasure craft, whether it be the fishing boats or whether it be some of the catamarans, etc. However, everything has been moved with the exception of Wasn't Me, which is just over there. Good morning, Ron Williams. Good to know that you're out here still. I'm not sure where you're going to berth when this all changes. You will see all of the chain link fence around here and all of the upright support poles. This is going right down Caven's Lane at the moment. This is where the Pierhead project will be. There's going to be a large condos and also a small floating port as far as fingertip pier, etc. I haven't seen all the recent schematics and drawings on them, but this is going to be a hive of activity. All of these buildings here, I am not sure if these are going to be taken down. I've heard there would be, but I would like to hope that some of the old warehouses that are along here would be maintained. We see how that goes, but progress, we all know how that is already. But this is where they're having a Pierhead project, if you've been hearing about it. So everything in this general area here has been shut off from the public's thoroughfare. So all as you see, this is all sort of like new. This is only being put up recently. We've heard this was going to go up a long time ago, all the barricades and stuff, but only recently has it actually come to play. But you see even Caven's Lane, where you would have come down here before, that has actually been shut off as well. There is a pedestrian walkway on the pavement on the other side where it used to be the Costa Mannings. That was the Pierhead section, and that closed and relocated. And all this here is supposed to be a part of that entire structure that's going up, or the entire complex that's going up. So no entry into this section for sure. Very quiet in Bridgetown now. As you know, a lot of vendors are usually here with hats and all kind of souvenirs, etc. However, when we come to Bridgetown, we always like to recognize, I would say, the father of our independence, and that would be, of course, the pilot in the Second World War. You will hear more about that as well, but you can see some information here which you can always lock off on, or you can just Google Barbados, independence of Barbados, and you will definitely see him all over there. You see him all over Barbados, period. He is our father of independence, we like to call him. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning. Absolutely stunning. I love the city. I'm hoping there's a queue this week. The flash zone. I want to just let people know there's a queue at the flash zone, which is at the end of the Mighty Grinder Highway. If you're going north by the roundabout, it's just over on your right hand side. If you're going to the west coast, you'll see it on your right hand side. It's there all the time, so have up flags and stuff, so you can familiarize yourself with that area if you're interested in joining queue in the community this Thursday. I'm not sure where the next one is for independence. I would like to think is either here or in Freedom Square. One of the two, because at Bridgetown last year we did independence queue in the community in Bridgetown. It was an amazing event, thousands and thousands. Trisha, our crazy bus driver, she was here along with others as well. So hopefully they'll also be here again, and hopefully they'll hold it in Bridgetown where everyone can get to. You would have heard the 6 chimes this morning, 6 o'clock from the Bridgetown clock tower. Absolutely beautiful, proud to look up at the broken trident and our blue, yellow, blue. Absolutely stunning. You will see a lot of decorations in Bridgetown, not as many as, or lights as many as before, because a lot of work is happening in Bridgetown. Hero Square taking on a transformation as well. They're starting to drop some barriers down. You'll have a little look at it from here as you walk by. We can do a little malicious and gypsy, although the conductor is here and he can come in Bridgetown and do it for himself. We can do a little gypsy in this morning and show you a little bit of that section. As you can see, no pleasure craft, exception of one over on the left hand side. All that section here will be used, and all the construction will be going on there very, very soon. What you will also see in Bridgetown in the coming weeks is turning into a Christmas wonderland. You're going to find all kinds of decorations, Christmas trees. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. All here will be decorated very, very soon come Christmas time. I'm sure they'll have it back this year as it did in the past. But I just want to take a last look at the sun before we go, so you can see how beautiful Barbados is awakening this morning. Absolutely stunning conditions this morning. What's up, my brother? You good? All right, man, cool. All right, so just run through a couple of things quickly. The fountain just over there in direct center, just behind the trees itself, that commemorates the first running water. Just below that is our memorial for all of those that served in the past wars. We had a lot of Barbadians that went to defend peace and also freedom. So they'll be found there, so you can always pay your respects to them as you're crossing. In the background, that I would say was our treasury building. I'm not sure what the functionality is right now. Everything is boarded up and stuff. I'm not too sure what they're doing with that. Maybe I should know, but I don't know, so I'm gonna be honest with you. Wait, am I being honest with people this morning? What's wrong with me? What do you put in coffee this morning?
You did.
I did coffee this morning. Oh, okay. But you made it up last night, though. I don't know what ingredients she put in. Anyhow, if you're all drinking coffee for her, be prepared for a big change, because I just spoke the truth. That's a big change. All right, we're gonna do a little hop across the road here. We're gonna raise ourselves above that 6-foot fencing and give you an indication. Actually, it looks closer to 8, and let you see what's on the inside there, because I would like to look as well, and I will look later on when I go home for sure. Let's take a little trip over here. Some strange looking obstacles are going up. I'm sure it's going to be very, very creative. I'm not too sure what they're doing again. I haven't viewed anything, but here we go. Have a look at this. If you have not had a look into the inside section and the workings that are going on here, you have done so now for sure. So that is what it's all big and the buzz is on right now in the Bridgetown area. Bridgetown had died, I'll have to say it has died, because of all the big shopping areas and conveniences located outside. First of all, you have Warren's, then you have up by Sheraton Mall, you also have there in the Wildy area, down the Emancipation Statue, that area as well, Sky Dome. You also have up on the Six Roads area is all expanded. Everything is expanded outside, so the necessity to come into Bridgetown to do shopping is no longer existing. You can shop in the outskirts, so a lot of people tend not to come into Bridgetown. So Bridgetown, I had to say, sort of like died. It is now coming back to life with all these new projects they're bringing in. I'm sure with the investment in the Pierhead project on the opposite side, and a lot of investment that's going on in the Bridgetown area, that you'll be seeing some beauty. Talk about beauty, look at the reflections in that Chefette building. Absolutely stunning. We're not going down Broad Street. I know everybody say, well, we're going down Broad Street today. No, we are not going down Broad Street today. We're taking a little walk along this boardwalk. As I said, we're doing what the majority of the cruise passengers would do. Majority cruise passengers come to Barbados. They don't even go up through Broad Street. They obviously don't want to shop and then go to the beach. The main attraction for cruise passengers, there are a lot of attractions around the island, do not get me wrong, but the main attraction for majority of them is Carlisle Bay Beach. That is amazing. As you would have seen, the mega beach facilities, we carried you on a walk last week and showed you them. You can see all the conveniences and how beautiful that water is up there. I know for sure, water baby, welcome back to Barbados. It was great to have you with us last night, incidentally. But anyhow, the attraction is really Carlisle Bay. People see that beach, they also see the Brandon's Beach, which is over by the Mighty Rhino Highway as they're approaching the island. However, Brandon's Beach has none of the infrastructure of Carlisle Bay. So you'll find a lot of people going over to Carlisle Bay itself and spending the entire day. So a lot of people don't shop in Bridgetown, and then usually they've been to some beach bars and stuff, and they don't come and shop after they're leaving. Just go straight back to the port, which also has duty-free concessions as well. So Bridgetown has pretty much died. It is being brought back. There's some actually exciting projects that are coming up. I'm not talking any much about them this morning, but I will tell you a lot of excitement is coming up. Bridgetown will be coming back to life again very, very soon. What you may not have been seeing when you're driving the road, you're seeing cranes and stuff, but you would not know the expansion of the boardwalk area that's going on along here. Now, I'm not too sure exactly how it's going to be outlaid, if it's going to be walking on or if it's just being used so that the pleasure craft that can no longer go over on that side will utilize this side. That would probably, I would imagine, be what this whole structure section is for. A lot of pleasure craft use there, so I would think this is where they're going to be all moored, which should be beautiful. What you do not know is that originally where we're walking on now is all, again, claimed area. The road, or I would say the side of the careenage, or wharf, whichever you want to refer to it as, used to be right here on this road. Where this road ends is where water began. There was no security barriers here or anything. You used to just drive along here next to the water's edge. Back in the days, this is where all the shrimp trawlers and all of the merchant ships or small merchant vessels that are bringing in goods into Barbados would berth right here. And you'll find a lot of the vendors out here purchasing their fruit and stuff as it came off the ship. Very, very busy area. This is where all the shrimp vessels used to be. And as you would know, they were traditionally all warehouses over on that section. That's one of the options there for pleasure crafts in Barbados. Wasn't me. If you know Ron Williams, you know you're going to have a day of jokes and laughter as well. Ron is a long-time friend of mine. He also owns a boat called 𝗍𝗏, which is a 36-foot catamaran. I don't know if he still owns it, but he upgraded to this 45-footer. Wasn't me. All right, so when you go on there, you have your excuse already. Wasn't me. Before you even get on, you don't even have to be thinking, it wasn't me. That's all you have to say. A lot of pleasure crafts, they said. Some are still here. Very few of them are actually out here, but we will show you them as we're going along. But this expansion is quite interesting. I've been watching the cranes along here for quite a few weeks now. They've been having up boarding and stuff. I haven't actually walked the boardwalk for a little while, so I have not seen the construction that's going in. You can see it's going to be wooden slats, just like what we're walking on right now. You can see the bracing and stuff for it. So it should be quite interesting, as I said, when we go on. But what we would have seen before when we were passing on the road would have been just a lot of barriers, such as the one in front of us. That is the section they're presently working on now. It's a beautiful day in Barbados, and now it's beginning to wake up. Look at all the traffic and stuff that's going on. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, running parallel to where we are, the street one end, that's Broad Street. That's where you'll find all of the duty-free conveniences in Barbados, or majority of them. Almost everywhere in Barbados you can find duty-free now. It's not like one time. Duty-free concessions have been eased a lot. At one time, if you bought alcohol, I don't know if alcohol is still duty-free, but at one time if you bought clothing or electrics or anything like that, it had to be transported to the airport, and then you would get there and produce your sheet and claim it at that time and take it with you. However, a lot of stuff is actually purchasable on the island duty free, and that's because we have a lot of people down here on welcome stamps, a lot of people that come here and reside for 6 months and stuff. The duty free concessions, I believe, are up to 6 months. So you can just produce your passport and tell them the date of your departure, and you can purchase duty free on a lot of stuff. So clothing and things can be purchased duty free, a lot of different items now. So and as I said before, you don't have to collect it from the airport. You can actually utilize it on your vacation, which is really, really important. These old red blocks you're seeing over here, these are what they call factory stones. These are these are used in the boiler area or the furnaces area to try and maintain and hold the heat in. So they're known as high intense heat factory blocks. Very, very beautiful, beautiful design. Absolutely stunning. You don't see too many of them on buildings anymore. You do see them on roads, such as if you walk through St.LawrenceGap, you will see St.LawrenceGap have quite a few of these actually in the walkway on the sides of the road. Beautiful, beautiful Firestone rocks. Absolutely lovely. Barbados immigration, if you haven't been here for say 4 years or so, 5 years, you would not know, but this was where the immigration office used to be, directly in front of us, those two doors. Then you go up, or either go downstairs or upstairs. That is now relocated. We will show you that in a few minutes time as well. Walking through Bridgetown now is peaceful and beautiful. Walking through Bridgetown on a night is absolutely stunning. All of these lamps here are lit along the boardwalk. A lot of buildings now have up their blue and yellows for independence, and then they will transform into their Christmas decorations and lighting. So Bridgetown, absolutely beautiful. These are some serious historic buildings, and preservation of these are critical, absolutely critical. So we see what's going on in the future plans. We do know there's some very smart ideas coming up, but we'll talk about them more. All right, we're directly opposite the screw dock. That is where all of the maintenance on the larger vessels was carried out. Vessels would go in there, and then they would manually screw the docks up in the air so you can work on the underneath of the vessel. That has not operated for many, many years. A lot of the poles are actually bent. which means it won't be able to work anyway. So I said, let's work on it. They'll have to do a lot of work on it. Hopefully when the Pierhead project comes in, I think, I don't know, it may be already on the plan. So if it sounds as though it's something you read already, I didn't read it, but I would think that it would be great if they could actually turn that into a functioning yacht, as they're offering a marina off of here. A functioning repair basin, as they're offering a marina off of here with large condos. A lot of smaller luxury high-end vessels will be coming in. So this would be a great thing if they could bring that back into operation. Not only preserving it for future generations to see, but also utilizing it for what it was originally for. And that would be something that none of the other Caribbean or nowhere, as far as I know, offer screw yachts like that anymore. So that would be a great asset. Many more of the catamarans. Let me not leave out anyone before we go. 𝗟𝗃𝗏 1 and 2 that are over the other side. That's the red hulls with the orange hulls. I don't know what color it is. I'm colorblind. With the white top. And then we work down to Elegance and Calypso cruises. And then we have 2 cool runnings here. There are 3, as far as I know, right now in operation. They're 4 cool running. 4 you'll see along the west coast. It's a very high-end luxury catamaran. That's something that a lot of people are doing now, turning their focus on the luxury catamaran, catering to the families that can afford to go and they just want to go by themselves or with small numbers. You'll find a lot of luxury catamarans on the west coast. You'll see them up and down playing on a day. These are the more of the mass movements. They have, I don't know, maybe 60 people or so on them approximately. I'm sure they go higher than that. But they have, I imagine you'll see 60 comfortably on these here. The crew, I've been out on these here quite a few times. The crew entertain you from the beginning to the end, just like all the other catamarans that I've been on for sure. So if you want a party, this is one of your options just over here. On the other side, you're seeing that blue and white hull. Looks like a little ferry that actually was brought in here. Hi, how are you this morning? Would you like to say good morning to our family on YouTube and Facebook and spread your beautiful smile? Would you like to do that for me this morning? Can I come around?
Good morning.
Oh, good. Okay. Well, let me come around. And make sure the sun doesn't block your beautiful smile. And you are Bajan, of course.
Yes, I am.
I can see the smiling love coming off you and generating off you. We like to make sure that we capture whoever we can to bring love to all over the world. Yeah. So thanks for stopping this morning. What's your name, my dear?
Melanie Bostic.
Melanie, are you on Facebook or on YouTube or anything like that?
Facebook.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what, we have, I'm sure, if you go on Facebook and you come on our page, you will see hundreds of your friends on there. Because what we do is we spread cheer and peace and love and happiness and kindness to the world every morning.
Yes.
We do Q in the community. I don't know if you've seen any of our vlogcasts. Okay, so you know I'm the star.
Yeah.
And she's a co-star. You can see I'm the star?
Yeah.
Oh, I like you a lot. So nice to spend your time with us this morning. Yes. Have a blessed day and thank you for sharing your cheer and joy and happiness. It doesn't come someone just can't imagine that. I feel it radiating from you. Thank you so very much.
Okay,
you have a blessed day.
My morning walk exercise.
Oh yes? Yeah. Well, this is my exercise too. I just run my mouth. Let's see how fit I am. Let's see how nice and slender my cheeks are.
Yeah.
All right, you have a good day, okay?
Have a pleasant day.
You too. Take care, all right? See you later. So that's what we like to do. You all see, we are community inspired people. The more people that we can get to interact with you is what we'll do. If you see us walk by a group of people and you say, well, wait, he didn't interact with them, it's because we can feel the vibe and we realize that some of them are uncomfortable with the camera. So we don't like to force it on you. Sorry, you were saying something, calling me a liar?
I said you told another truth.
I told another truth?
Your morning exercise.
Oh, he's running my mouth. Yeah, you had to pick up that, no? You couldn't leave that one alone. You had to bring on that. Okay, and you all can see why she's always under house arrest. Yeah, she's behaving. She may have to take another session in house arrest. I can feel it, but let's see how it goes today. Depends on the breakfast I get this morning. All right, so this is another look at it. We're gonna go down a little different level here for you to look across this water, understand how big these catamarans are. So when you hear 60 people, don't think, oh shoot, 60 people on that, can't do anything. That's a joke. Look how big these are, man. Massive, massive. Over the other side, we have a lot of pleasure crafts. We did talk briefly about that blue and white one there. That was turned into a party boat. I'm not sure it's fully functional yet. I do see it on the side there. Looks as though it's what, MC Inspire 2 or something is written on that.
There.
Over there, can you see, or is your vision no good? Right below the ant that's running across that there now. You see the ant over that little symbol over there? Is that it?
MC Inspire 2.
And Inspire 2, right there it goes. So you see the ant just above it? Yeah, that's how good my vision is. Extra vision. You all would know that I am not the normal human being. I am what you have to call the extraordinary human being. So I have vision that's out of this world. I can actually see it. You all probably can't. Just behind the ant, over that sign over there, by where that boat is, you can see a little Christmas worm. That will tell you that we are coming around to Christmas time. They only appear at this time of the year. So Christmas worms over there as well. You all didn't see that, did you? Anyway, as I told you, I'll be bringing you and showing you things that you will not see. That's one of them for sure. All right, so I realized that one thing you've not seen for a long time is my beautiful and handsome self. Miss Kara tells me all the time, man, Nicholas, I take more camera time than you. No, that's not true. You take more showing off time than me because I only do camera time. I never show off. I never talk about myself. Look at how I could come on here this morning and talk all about my amazing athletic skills, and all the gold medals that I've won, and the incredible person I am, and how everyone wants to be around me because the love that I generate is so intense and deep. I can do all that, I can tell you all that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that this morning. That would be called showing off, so I would not do that. So Miss Kara, what you do is showing off. This is called camera time when you're humble and peaceful and kind and modest. You know, that's what it's all about. So, why you looking at me though? What's the problem? Yeah, you feel like sharing some untruths with the people this morning? Yeah, you want to tell some lies? On the move telling lies this morning? Too tired?
I don't tell lies.
Oh, that's interesting. What a big lie first thing this morning. All right, so if you were last night at Chill Bar and Grill, you would have seen how many EMC family members we have, not just from Barbados, not just our group, but also some folks that have visited from islands that came from the world, that came to Chill yesterday to meet us. We had, I said, about 10 people that we basically only met on Saturday, or that we had not met since last year here in Barbados, that came and joined us. We had a big group, had a ball with Sam and Dan, the band. Had a great time, as you all would have seen. Their clips are up there and stuff. I was a little bit flat-footed last night, and that was because I wore the wrong shoes. But otherwise that, it was a good night. EMC Billionaire, you all would know that. Party. And then a Dream Chaser, just a big barge built for partying. You'll also see a lot of these vessels up and down the coastline. Once upon a time, traditional glass bottom boat was a little small boat. Used to find maybe 8 people on it, going up and down and playing the coastline. They've all changed now. This is not one of the glass bottom boats. This is just one of the more of a pleasure craft that cruises the coastline. You can see you can use their slide into the water. It is a lovely setup. You'll find this all the time up by 𝗂𝗏𝗏 Bay. This is one that plays this section. So if you're looking to cruise around the bay and see what it's like on any given day, these guys come in at Pebbles. They also come in further down on 𝗂𝗏𝗏 Bay itself. And you can take a ride with them. You can see they're fully outfitted with all the necessary safety gear and stuff. And as you can see, 2 decks you can go on, upper and lower deck. The bar is on the lower deck, so you'll probably find yourself down there more than often if you were like our water baby. Our water baby, incidentally, was not given a name because she can swim, because she cannot swim. It's because of all the liquid that she consumes, and we want to be polite and decent and call it water. Oh, hold on. I want to be polite and decent. What did you just say? Is what?
It ain't water.
It ain't water. See, Mom, that's what happens to you when you come back to Barbados. You're going to be picked on. You'll see a little swell here surging as it's coming around. They've had a lot of issues here originally over the last few years with building of sand. As you would know, 𝗂𝗏𝗏 Bay is not what it used to be. 𝗂𝗏𝗏 Bay was a slither of sand, no joke, a little slither. It is built tremendously, just like as Brandon's on the other side of the Deepwater Harbour. There's also, on the other side of these armoured rocks you're seeing here behind the Dream Chaser, you will also find a beach that's forming there as well. So therefore the sand wraps around and starts a building here. At one time last year, at low tide, I could easily and comfortably pull a little beach chair down on the sand down here, which would have been partially dry or mostly dry, and sat down. They did a lot of dredging, but you can see how the swell is coming around here, that area is shallow again. You can also see by the color of the water that there's also sand building up again. So dredging, I'm sure, will have to go on in the future. One of the things you're missing from here would be the Jolly Roger. Jolly Roger used to moor just right here. Jolly Roger is in 𝗂𝗏𝗏 Bay at the moment. It is up for sale if you're interested. That used to be always here. As you know, this whole dock here was themed with pirate style theme for the Jolly Roger. That has changed now. So that is an option for you if you'd like to purchase and invest in Barbados. That's just one of the options. You can see how the swell is coming around there. This was originally Fort Willoughby. It then turned into where the Coast Guard was. They utilized here for a period of years. However, the difficulty with the sea conditions was impossible here. I have pictures up on our Facebook page in the not so beautiful Barbados of when we had Hurricane Ivan. Did not hit us. It passed just to the north of the island. However, the swells it generated were coming over here, destroying all of the structures and stuff that the Coast Guard had. So they were relocated down into the section known as the shallow draft, and that is over on the western or southwestern side, just to the north of the Bridgetown Harbour, all on reclaimed land as well. They still do endure problems when there's a large north swell. A lot of the vessels have to move out of the Coast Guard station and go into 𝗂𝗏𝗏𝗏 Bay in deeper waters to protect them. So You will see that as we've gone out a few times. We'll show you other stuff as we go on. It's beautiful. What you may not know is we used to have a helicopter scenic tour here. That is the hangar just over in the distance. We're going to walk in that direction, so we can just talk about it now. This one you see from the rock side. This is where the helicopters take off from and bring you back in. That was a long time ago. That is no longer existing in Barbados. So you have a beautiful boardwalk steeped in history, beautiful scenery of boats and stuff. We have not finished our walk, so you relax. Everything is good. Just take your time. We have a long walk to go. If you have to go to work, or you need to go and do something, or you're bored, you can always come back and look at us later on. You can look at me. Just let me make sure you have a reason to come back on. Just so you would know that we are here for you, so you can be there for us. So come and visit us at any time. If you have to leave now, come back later and see what we have covered for you. Right, so here we go again. Cool Runnings main base is over there. That's where they have their office and stuff, so you come down, sign up there, and then board their craft. It's a beautiful area. This is just a car park section. This is one of the public car parks in Barbados. So you just pay your fee and go in here and park, or go and park and then pay your fee on exiting. It is a nicely located area at the bottom of Broad Street. Believe it or not, this whole open area you're seeing here will be packed with cars later way down. We will be generally walking around that area, but we will be making our way back out onto the main road itself, so you can see a little bit of that section. These are authentic cannons. These are not replicas. These are actually cast iron cannons. You will see different lengths. The reason for the lengths is the distance that the projectiles would be shot. You know, small ones are for short battles, etc., and then you will get longer and longer. These are really just like small, short ones. Big, long ones you'll find all along the coastline of Barbados, and some of the homes have brought them up and restored them. A couple on the west coast, or you'll also find them at Needham's Point. Remember, up by the Hilton, some of them are replicas, some are fiberglass. You will see the difference immediately, because the original ones, because of cast iron, are pethed, so the surface is rough and abrasive looking. However, the ones that are replicas are done out of fiberglass, and they look smooth and almost polished. So you will see them all over. You can also look over the wall at the Hilton and have a look from their fort and have a look at the actual old cannons in the water. Hundreds of them there. Also many of them up in St.LawrenceGap as well, which we've shown you as well. All right, we're going to make our way back on the street because we want to interact with people if we can. But this car park, as I said, will be full later on. You will see a lot of things are going on with the structures out here. That is where you see Beijing helicopters. That was the name of the company that used to operate from here with 2 helicopters. They said that has ceased now. There's so much drone footage of Barbados and stuff now. If you want to see Barbados from the air, just go on and have a look. We have some amazingly skilled drone operators in Barbados, and also people that visit here as well. But the Barbadian drone operators are incredible. You can go on and they will show you Barbados in ways you have never seen it before, or ways that we presently can't bring to you. But that is something that we're looking at. We're not letting cats out the bag. We are looking to go drone as well. My pilot on my right hand side at the moment, she will be droning. Hopefully we're looking at getting seeking permission and stuff to make sure we can put that in play, so we don't only bring you Barbados as we're walking, we also bring it to you from the air as well with a completely different aspect and look. So get ready for that. Hopefully, we don't know when it's going to happen, but it is something we're looking at. Obviously it all depends on finances and stuff, so we'll see how that goes, but that is our intention. So just so you know, we're looking all the time at little modifications and upgrading and uplifting what we're offering to you, and it's because we want to offer it to ourselves. Remember, this journey, we walk on this journey to find our healing, and we share this journey with you, so hopefully you will also be able to find your healing. We like to offer you a place that has serenity and peace and humor and laughter, love and kindness, and that's what we do every day. You know why? Because we want to surround ourselves with all those positivities, because we want to have a good life, and the only way that you can feel love is by giving love, and the only way you can give love is if you forgive yourself and love yourself first. As you can, I would imagine, I don't think I have to tell you, but as you can see, I love myself. Even one of our local Alexians wrote a song about I love myself for me, so you all can get that or purchase that. Lil Rick purchase his music. If you want some character and some humor, a lot of fun and great rhythm, you could just purchase some of Lil Rick's music, and he will definitely warm your earbuds and make you get up and dance for sure. Good morning, Rick. Good to see you on board if you're on board this morning. Good morning to all of our DJs that come on here, DJ Scotty and all the others. Good morning to all the entertainers that fill our life with joy and happiness. Good morning to every Bajan that's on here and everyone from around the world. I'd like to start at home first, because Barbadians are the friendliest people in the world, and they're what bring people to Barbados. Barbados has its beauty, but people don't return here to see the same beauty every year. they come back here to see the people that they have met and the family that they have now gained when they come to Barbados. All right, again, a lot of warehouses, a lot of things have changed here. As you know, they've had bikini stores here, or beachwear stores and stuff. Anything in Barbados, especially around the COVID time, has had a lot of changes. COVID really impacted a lot. Only the strong survive. And then some of the new people with new innovations have come on board and have brought some amazing products to Barbados. So when you come back, Barbados has changed a lot since 2019, 2020 with the COVID. A lot of new business, as I said, a lot of creative ideas have been put into play to enhance Barbados and bring Barbados back to life again. Not that it died, but you know, COVID basically shut down everything. And as you would know, but we are now bringing it all back for you. So when you come to Barbados, come and enjoy yourself. First of all, come and share some sand with us, which is one of our hashtags. We want you to come and walk with us so you can experience Barbados the way that we like to share it with you. We'll be walking this week with a lot of people. We have a lot of people that have been asking us to walk. So maybe it will start from tomorrow. We'll see where we're going. But we do have a lot of people that have been saying they want to walk with us. Everybody says they want to walk with us, and then nobody turns up. That's not really true. But not as many turn up and say they will. This week we're going to have, tomorrow morning, another sunrise, daybreak. We're going to have Wednesdays our off day. We don't do too much media on that, but we will be bringing you some beautiful pictures of Barbados so that you will see how beautiful Barbados is and you'll keep in touch with Barbados. And so you'll also have a central point. You can come and say good morning to your friends and family and loved ones and wish them all the wellness and good thoughts for the day. Again, that would be the bottom of Broad Street there. 2 lines over, 2 rows over, or 2 blocks over is where you'll find the base of Broad Street itself. That's just to give you an understanding where we are. Bookmakers, gambling in Barbados is illegal, but you can pull some one-arm bandits here. You can also come and bet on some horse races. This is one of the locations here that you can do so, and that's the Fed Bookmakers. I don't know if you will remember when this was an arcade. The Galaxian, you see one of the most popular games there for me, a pool hall and arcade. So again, if you're stepping back in time, you will remember that for sure. Just like to touch a little bit on some of the, not history, but some of the time elements that may bring you back to focus on what you're seeing. Directly in front of us, center of camera, over on the right hand side, but center of camera, that is where we had one of our multi-story car parks. The basement is now used for the Barbados immigration. That's the immigration offices in that general area there. So if you need to go and extend your stay, which most of you will want to do, that's where you can do so. It's the Barbados immigration. Have malls that have crept up in all of these big warehouses. You'll find them all down Broad Street. You'll also see it here as well. These were originally just warehouses and then 1 or 2 big businesses, and what they've turned into now a lot of little malls. So when you're walking and you see doors like this open, don't just be on and go fast past it. Take a little stroll down in some of them and have a look and see what's offered, because you may find exactly what you have been looking for that you have not found anywhere else and that you will not find anywhere else. So remember, shopping is not only done in big stores here. There are little small areas that you can find unique little things you can take back home with you. So explore. The main thing about what we say about Barbados is explore Barbados. If you want to come here and lie on the beach all day long, visit the bar, go out at night time and party all night long, that is entirely up to you. Do whatever you want to do that pleases you. But what we always recommend is to explore. Because the day that you say, I'm tired of Barbados is tired, no, you're tired of yourself because you start looking. Trust me, I've been here all of my life and I'm still finding a lot of new stuff. And the thing about Barbados too is you will go down certain areas now, and in 3 or 4 months you walk down the same area, it looks completely different because there's so much going on in this island, especially along the coastlines.
And you've been here 62 years. You're still seeing
52 years. You get things confused. Last night we were talking to people that said they were 62. Not me. I'm 52. Stop it. So, well, you all see what she's striving for, huh? So if you all miss her, you know what's happened. All right, revamped. It was here before, Barbados Fisheries Division. It's all been revamped. The whole front section here is being worked on. So if you don't see any landscape in front, they removed some big trees that were here originally. But this is the Barbados Fishing or Fisheries Division. If you're driving around, going towards the west, you'll see a tremendous amount of work going on with the Barbados Port Authority. New structures being built, enhancing the whole product one more time. It looks like they're doing a car park area where you see a little dry dock where they used to work on the boats before in the actual shallow draft area. A lot of floating marinas being put on the shallow draft area for a lot of luxury craft. They're going to be moored out there. Barbados is now beginning to spark again. So if you have come before and you haven't been for a few years, come on back down. Come down anyhow, but come back down and have a look at where we're going and what we're doing. Really quiet right now. 2 people sitting in front of the immigration office. At certain times of year you will find a line all up here. Remember, you need to go online and book your appointment. You just can't come to the Barbados immigration office and walk in. You need to make your appointment if you want to extend or anything like that. Just go online and see what the requirements are. Don't come here and be inconvenienced and waste your day. Remember, when you're on vacation, you don't want to be wasting a minute of your day. You want to be enjoying it all. So preparation is the key. Prepare yourself when you go in a restaurant or anywhere where you make a reservation. If you're going anywhere to check it out, remember, office times have changed. If you go online and see an office time that looks a little bit strange, give them a call, because some of the websites are not updated as they should be. So we'll let you know that. Alright, so this is the area where the abattoir, that's just behind here. This is where all of your Saturday South feasts will be prepared in this section here in general. And if you remember 𝗂𝗍𝗔𝗦𝗃, she was known as the cook at one time. Not like our cook that there's not a cook. 𝗂𝗍𝗃 was a boss baker and cooker. So you can come here and buy all of the ingredients and stuff that you would need for your baking. And hold on a second though. Oh my gosh, look at how beautiful he is. Jeez on. Thank you so much for installing this mirror out here. I know that you put this up because you knew I was visiting today, so thank you very much. Hello to each and every one of you all. As you can see, I am beautiful no matter how you see me. Even if it's just a shadow, I am an amazing person. But we're not going to talk about myself today. Don't do that kind of thing. So we're going to walk on again. All right, so over next door, a couple of conveniences. Fisherman, that is Carter's Fisherman's Corner. That used to be located up by where we walked through, just up by where the Cool Runnings office is in that general area. They have moved down here as well. If you know Carter's, they're one of the biggest established hardware stores in the island. They have them all over the island. This is just their fishery section. You want any fishing tackle, rods, diving gear, whatever you want, this is where you can come and get it from. If you're parking in Bridgetown, it can be a little sticky and tight sometimes. There's a multi-story car park called City Centre, running, I would say, 3 blocks over parallel to where we are right now. Or you can sometimes come and park up on the pavement here. Do not park the pavement, go on the inside the pavement and park where you can see all these areas worn down. If you just want to go and grab something quick from Carter's, and there's room up here, park up here and then come back down and move your vehicle. Don't park here if you dare and go and walk up Bridgetown, or go to the beach and park it here, because this is used as a quick in and out kind of thing. A lot of changes have gone on here in the past. This is all kinds of little convenience stores, supermarkets and stuff. This is now Carter's, as I mentioned. If you want to do some shopping again, this wouldn't be if you want to look for the spend. But if you want necessities, you can kind of savings. There are many times when I was working in port, I used to walk to work. I'll walk away from work. They're open very early usually. So you can come here and get something if you're going to island tour before you actually start driving. And then you can visit them and get your stuff here. Remember, it's not something you're going to go in here and find a lot of the specific high-end products, but you'll find anything you want in this area here. All right, the other bus stand in Barbados, or the other main bus stand in Barbados, the one down here. This is one that caters to the north and the center of the island. So you will come over here and get your buses from here, or if you're in the north or center of the north, or the north and the eastern, some of the eastern section of the island, you will come into this section as well, or the west coast, of course. What you will also find here is some of the best Bajan cut ham cutters and gizzards and liver and what Barbadians love. All of the delicacies that we love, you'll find all of these little kiosks here right across this entire block. And on the other side you will find a bakery as well, or the 2 bakeries in this section. So you can also get your snacks and stuff here as well. Just walk into any of these areas and you can get your big ham cutters. Right there, big ham cutters, ham actually falling out of the actual cutter itself. Good old salt bread, of course. Not as fashionable or as well laid out terminal as the one that's up in Fairchild Street, but it is very, very functional. A lot of ZRs using here, a lot of B buses using here as were buses. That truck you're seeing going down there now is one of the tractors. Yo! one of the tractors that are used by the big air sea operations. You want to tell me something? Oh, nice! Oh, you see, when someone knows that you're so amazing, let me keep this so light though, so it doesn't blind you all the time. When someone knows you're so amazing, they make sure that you don't miss anything. She's there tapping me, and you say, what are you talking about? I ain't talking about fish market, what are you talking about? But I'll show you in a minute what she showed me. So, here we go. Let's get ready. So,
last time when you missed it.
I cried? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. I forgot about that. Okay. Hello everyone. I hope you're enjoying your view right now because you don't get it so often. Remember, if you want things looking like this to replace all your mirrors in your house, go online, download some my photos and put them in all your frames or your mirror frames, and you'll be able to see me whenever you want to see me. I know you're being blocked right now from this camera, so let me stand up a little bit. Let me lower this a little bit so you can see my beautiful smile. And if you didn't get enough of me just now, let's give you some more of me. Good morning, Joy. I hope you're screenshotting these. Hi, how are you going? It's great to see you all. Oh my goodness, I look beautiful in all of them, haven't me? Joy is a person that likes to screen capture everything that we do, everything that I am in everything. That's because she loves me so deeply. She actually bought all the mirrors that she could find, cut them out, took the mirrors out of the frames and put pictures of me. That is why you'll find like 7 or 8 pictures of me up at a time, because people like to get me in different background scenery. So you can put one in your drawing room, kitchen, whatever. Put them all over the place. You can even put one in the ceiling of your bedroom if you would like. If you want to wake up first thing in the morning and see the most handsome man in the world. That is some advice from me. That's an insider tip information for you. This is the main fish market in Barbados. License is big, very, very big. The other ones around the island as well. Spikestown also has one. And other smaller ones around, but this is our main fish market here. Lots of craft. They're sheltered in the outer basin here by interlocking armored concrete structures that they've built. We'll show you them in a few minutes time. This is where you'll find a lot of the vessels. When there's an approaching storm or hurricane, you'll find a lot of vessels coming into the actual marina here, which is very, very well protected. Although we have not really faced any major hurricanes since that has been built, it has been designed to interlock. Rather than like armored stones which will roll amongst each other when they get a lot of force on them, these actually interlock each other, which is supposed to be a more sturdy and protective structure. Again, all these places here like Juice Spot and Grill, you will find people sitting there enjoying the day as well. And then you will find 𝗵𝗏𝐿𝐴 Village just on the lower section. We're not going to walk through the fish market this morning because it's still not officially open. The gates are still closed, although there are a couple of people parked here. Bridgetown, this is the heart of Barbados. This is what our conductor likes to call the real Barbados. So this is what we like to bring you on occasions. This location actually this morning was chosen by my co-star. I told her, where are we going today? I don't know where we're going today. I don't know what to talk about. I'm tired from yesterday. I don't want to talk to anybody. Maybe I'll send out to a gas station notice, blah, blah, blah. And then she said to me, Nicholas, why don't you just walk Bridgetown? I said, whoa, walk Bridgetown? I don't want to talk about history. She said, I don't need to talk about history. Just talk your nonsense. So I'm obeying her. As you can see, she's a woman that's very, very wise. So we're going to take our way down here. Got a little bit of noise going on, but this area is beautified. As we mentioned, there are a lot of ships coming in port there. 3 big ones as far as I could see. They're in the immediate vicinity when I looked at the marine charts this morning. Over on this side here changed a lot as well. If you've been here like 15, 20 years ago, you remember Pelican Village used to have a lot of shuttle homes out here. A lot of little souvenirs and stuff. All these better structures have been built. I wouldn't say it's as popular. I think it lost a little bit of its I don't know, character when we started to go modern. I used to like the individual little shuttle buildings and stuff. Still find a few of the shuttles like just directly in front of us, but not too many of them. But you can come here on a Thursday if you want an alternative for the community. You can come down here, just be really sent. That's by Drew's Bar. They have DJ Scotty and all the other oldie goldie DJs will play here and then come to Q, or play at Q and then come here. So you don't actually have to go to Q venue. If you want to do some oldie dancing, you can do so right underneath that big tent over there. We're going to go away a little bit from that now. We're going to walk in the boardwalk, or this section here. These bars, by the way, some people assume that these bars are put down so people don't come and lie on these here on a night. People that are homeless and stuff don't utilize these benches and get comfortable. That is really not what it's for. They're for me doing my push-ups and my dips. I am a very athletic person, and Barbados caters to me to make sure that I keep myself in trim condition. I can't do a demonstration right now. No, I partied too hard last night. We will come back to you. Oh, she's trying to set me up. We will come back to you and do a demonstration, okay? So you just relax. We're gonna do that later on. But all these bars are for that reason. I do all of my real serious aerobics on here as well too. You should see me on these. I'm really amazing.
Yes, they should see
Yeah,
you.
they should see me. Yeah, they should.
Let me hold that gimbal.
We'll do it next time. We'll do it next time. Don't worry about that. You all see what's happening, right? If she disappears from view, she's under house arrest. Straight talk, because my co-star should not be talking to the star like that. No respect at all. Alright, reason for coming out here, although we have a leaf blower, keeping all the noisy background. We don't worry about that. We're gonna walk away from that. But to have this beautiful scenery, you have to have some noise. Just like if you're here staying in a hotel, you will hear the clattering of plates. You'll also hear the movement of heavy goods and stuff because they're catering to you. So you gotta have a little noise. I don't show you all this here on top of beautifully manicured hedges. Let me get out here instead of that, those horrible looking things. Actually, not horrible looking, but those bad tasting fruit things. So these beautifully manicured hedges would not be available if they did not carry on in maintenance. Right, so these are the reinforced concrete structures that I was mentioning. These have been strategically designed to interlock each other. You will see they're not round as the armored rocks on the intersection here. These are actually built in this form so that they work their way into each other. So if any big seas come, first of all, there's no solid surface ready to move it because it will wrap around it just as if it was an octagon or a circle home, which are now designing for hurricane proof. So it doesn't move it as much, but even if it did, they're actually interlocked into each other. Unlike these stones are just placed on top of each other. Just like to tell you what we can as we're walking, just in case you see something and you don't understand why it is being done so. From here down are all armored stones, and they're done at a height that you can enjoy your view when you're walking across here. What some of you may not know, I will look back, see if I can find them in my photos. I had many photos. I worked in the cruise industry up to COVID. I worked one of the last outgoing charter flights, or the 3 last outgoing charter flights from Barbados, and then that was my last work in that industry. And we used to have all this section here was laden with boats. We've actually had ships, sorry. We've had 10, 12 ships in the outer section, 4 in the inside section, restoring, etc. We've had up to 16, that's right, 16 cruise vessels in Barbados on a given day. And that's because Barbados, unlike a lot of our neighbors, opened our doors in a humanitarian way to make sure that the people who were on the high seas got home. A lot of people shut their doors, forbid cruise liners from coming into their lands. Our administration, our government of Barbados said, no, we're not doing that. We're all humans, we have to play our part. Just as we're doing this morning, playing our part in peace and serenity of Barbados. Barbados was used as the main hub. All of the major cruise liners had multiple ships in Carlisle Bay, anchored off and waiting their turn to get their charter flights home. And then after charter flights had gone and the passengers were off, they then worked their way out into Carlisle Bay and moored out here for months and months and months. So much so that when they moved from here and the beauty of the open ocean returned, it was like a shell shock because we were so accustomed to seeing these mega ships that were all moored off of here. So Barbados once again rose to the cause, and Barbados once again showed why we are known as the friendliest people in the world and some of the most caring people in the world. And that's because we don't run from a situation, we try to help with the situation, and that is what we did. I'm saying that and I have goosebumps on me because I know what went in to everybody's operations and everything that went on here, transport, people-wise, everything, service industry, everything around COVID. And I will tell you right now that everyone stepped up and rose to the occasion and delivered a port and an island that offered nothing but friendliness and happiness. No one was violent or vexed or judging people or condemning people. Everyone worked together in co, and that's why Barbados was so successful in offering what we did. Beautiful, beautiful. This guy here I see all the time trimming the hedges and stuff, trimming the bougainvillea, etc. Even the sea grey. Yeah, okay, we won't talk anymore about that. Yeah, so we won't talk for a minute. I can outdo this here, as you can hear, but I won't do that. Alright, so you all would know these are my pommel bars. I use these all the time for all of my, I would have to say horizontal bench work. This is it, one of them here.
But when? I never see you.
You have never seen me? Well, I'll bring you back here. I'll bring you back and show you. Not after night party so intently. Alright, now a sign is moved from here. It says no vending by order. However, it also says do not climb on these armored stones. Y'all may see me climb on the armored stones just now, but that is because I am broadcasting and bringing you beautiful, beautiful Barbados. I need to get to that vantage point. But you're not supposed to climb on any of these rocks. You're certainly not supposed to fish on them. You'll see one of those signs later on, so I can draw that to your attention. Please do not come across here and walk over these stones and play you're going outside to fish, or you're going to walk over these stones to get close to water to take a photo. That is not permitted. Right now there's no security up here, but they will enforce it if they see you out here for sure. Again, another look at Pelican Village as we're walking by. All of these will be open later during the course of the day. I don't know if they'll have it again this year, but what was happening will be last year's prior to COVID. They had a festival down here, a big festival on a Friday night, because we have ships that overnight here, very large vessels, turning 12, 14 aircraft over the course of 2 days, Friday and Saturday. And we get multiple vessels, sometimes as much as 12 charter flights a day to accommodate the demands of Barbados and our home porting facilities. So what they did is, it was called the Friday do Flicky. That was up in this section. What they would do is they had not steel band, they had a DJ up here, and then they had tuk bands and stuff that would come. They also had stilt walkers. Everything you'll find that crop over in a smaller fashion, they used to have here on Friday nights. So all the cruise ship passengers that were in port could come here. What the highlight of it was, is they had a street carnival jump up, which would start up at the fish market. This whole road was being closed off, no traffic coming through except for emergency vehicles. And they would have gone from there behind the stilt walkers and the Mother Sally and the steel donkey and worked their way down here. Absolutely beautiful. We've done an hour, I don't really mind. These vlogs are supposed to be half an hour. Everybody was telling me, man, go to half an hour. Nobody watched the hour. Well, someone will see something that will capture interest. Maybe not everyone. The important part is that we cater to all. So if you want to see what this is like, this is what it was like. All right, we talked about Pelican Village and stuff. This is where the river used to run. This goes right back up inside. This is the drain area. That is a pumping station over there. This is where a lot of the water will come through. This is where Barbados used to sort of end. And then the Pelican Island was just in the distance over there, which we'll be going to now. Pelican was originally used as a quarantine island in the war days and stuff. However, then it was actually used, the island was filled between Barbados and Pelican Island to form the Deepwater Harbour, which we'll show in a couple of minutes time. Unfortunately, the visions of folks at that time, I guess, were great, because maybe Bridgetown Port was the only place you could actually put a harbour. But to lose an island is a great shame. All like now, people are saying, man, we wish we had an island off of Barbados and some of the other Caribbean islands. I wish. There's no wishing. It's gone. Let's live with what we have and enjoy what we have for sure. If you want some amazing rum punches, right? This is the place here. You like drinking rum punch? Let me see a nod of the head. You like drinking rum punch here? Okay. So just over the other side over there, you could get some great rum punches as well. So if you're taking a stroll through Bridgetown and you're walking on there to see what the cruise ship port looks like, you won't see much of that from outside. You can get some great rum punches over there, and also some great chips and chicken and everything else that goes with it as well. As you can see, even bars on top of the tables. They know. I am what you had to call an amazing athlete. I don't like to brag about myself, but I'm an amazing athlete. I'm as amazing an athlete as I am handsome, so you understand, I'm incredible. But so they put bars and everything. Seriously speaking, though, a lot of these have been put to stop people from coming here and lying on them during the course of the day and doing all kinds of stuff on it. So that is basically what these have been put here for, on the benches and on the tables. Before these were here, you would have found people out here lying down on them all day long, or all night long. So that is one of the reasons for that there. The other reason is, of course, because they want to say that's the reason, so they didn't think you were investing money into Nick's training program. But as I said before, that was where my gym was. What a lot of you do not know, we like to tell our surfers about little secret spots. Very hard to get to know. Wasn't that hard before, but very, very difficult to, almost impossible to get to. There is an amazing right that comes off of here when we have a big north swell. I have surfed out here twice in my lifetime. That was obviously a long time ago, but twice I've surfed here. When you're up on Carlisle Bay and you see this big piping hollow barrel that's coming towards you, this is where it's coming from. This is when the north swells. Laprung is a very shallow reef there. The only way that the way I used to get down here is to use the same waterway that we looked at just now. We walked over that little bridge. I used to go out there and come back in there, but you don't want to lose your board out here because it goes way out to the north. You would never get it back again. Not a place that I advocate to surf now. I do not even know if security would permit you to surf out here anymore. I was fortunate enough to surf out here twice. Likewise, inside the shallow draft, there was an amazing left as well that I've surfed as well in the past, only once though. Can't go in there anymore and surf again. So there are two surfer points pretty much out of your reach now. This road here will take you right down and along the Mighty Granite Highway. This is the road just along the 𝗆𝗏𝗏, which is on the harbour road, called 𝗆𝗏𝗏 Harbour Road. That's over there. You'll also find the actual Port Authority main buildings over there. What you're seeing in front of us is the industrial buildings. Barbados, you see, very active in the industry. That was of garments, then electronics, then call centres, etc. A lot of those places moved to other islands. So a lot of these buildings are now, like Oran have their aluminum chairs done here. A lot of other actual offices, for example, like Foster and NCO. Foster and NCO also have the office down here. They're the ones that cater to the majority cruise ships that come into the island. So a lot of people have moved into this area, so it's become not the kind of industrial area that it used to be, but more of a business area now. So it's no longer called the harbour industrial part, it's called the harbour business part. So we'd like to clear that up for you as well. This is Princess Alice Highway that we've been walking up and down, or walking down. This will lead you, as I said, from Bridgetown straight into the harbour or across and down to the west coast, which will be through there. It's a beautiful morning. It's absolutely stunning. Yo, yo, what's up, brother? Alright, these guys used to work with, obviously, again, more container haulers. Y'all would be very surprised at what goes in. You know, you see a cruise ship come in, you see some charter aircraft come in, and then you see the cruise ship leave and charter aircraft leave. You would be astounded to know what goes on behind the scenes. Hundreds of people are employed in direct meet and greet facilities, in overseeing luggage operations. It is a massive operation. I was in it for 22 years, so I can tell you, massive operation. Not just for the tours around the island, but also mainly for the home porting. Huge demands on the island. Hundreds of vehicles, or at least 100 vehicles we use. That'll range from taxis to ZMs to buses. Very busy operation, almost everything. So on a Friday, certain Fridays, not really Saturday so much because traffic's a little lighter, but because of the gridlock situation in Barbados with traffic on a Friday, those buses and stuff are also added to the gridlock, but they're also taking longer to get to the airport. So that's why you'll find more and more vehicles being used on those days, because you can't meet the timing that's necessary to turn around the guests. Beautiful. Again, all these armor rocks are fairly new. I again have some pictures up there on the internet for you. You can have a look at it in not so beautiful Barbados, of where the towers over here were in the background, and where Millie had a restaurant. If you've ever been in there and know of Millie, she had a restaurant over here. All the armored rocks, not this kind of size and not this kind of pack that they have here, but all the armored rocks that were on the sea face were lifted and thrown up into the car park at Deepwater Harbour. Water actually went into the main cruise terminal as well on occasions. But this is a lot deeper. It was never this thick before, and definitely never this compact. What you'll also know as well, this you see a marl-filled bottom where all the taxis used to park, is being beautified into a lovely lush boardwalk. So when the guests leave the ship, come up through the gates, they have a lovely facility to walk through on the way up to Bridgetown. So all the guys you'll see lining in the road now, out here will be a buzzing with activity later on today for sure. This is very quiet at the moment. You'll see tons and tons of vehicles around here. The demands of Barbados as a home port facility have grown and grown over the years. Massive cruise ships are coming here. P&O have invested their largest cruise ship in here that comes in every other Friday. Britannia, their second largest cruise ship comes in here. You're talking again 12 to 14 to 16 flights over a 2-day period, and if they have multiple ships turning, even more than that, because obviously you can get 2 or 3 other ships that may turn on the same day as well. All right, we did mention about these signs, so I want to draw it to your attention. See, they're saying about no walking or fishing on the armored stones. So what you saw me do not do. Remember, in the Beige Warrior, I can get away with it because I'm showing you Barbados. Chetty expression, like, yeah, he wouldn't do it anyhow. No, I would not do that. Of course I wouldn't. And you can see where these swells come in. If you want to really check the power of Barbados, when you see a big north swell cranking in on the west coast, and you're finished filming all your spots on your surfing, come and sit here and watch these swells that start to come through. This is a sight to behold when out here is cranking. The perfection of the rights that come off here and the hollowness are incredible. You must come and have a look at that if you get the opportunity. So beautiful. Right now that's the south swell that's coming in. So you're seeing the angle coming in from off the south. It's not looking at the west at the moment. We are expecting some west swells coming up by next weekend. So if you're in the island and you're seeing some swells the west coast, please do not just go and jump into the water. I think you're going to have fun. They are life-threatening situations, so be wary of that, please. Right, so all these guys operating out here, majority of these I would have worked with, not actually worked with, but have met and known from over the years. Beautiful spot itself. See, everything is well marked. So you could come out to Bridgetown Port and walk. 𝗂𝗏𝗏 Bay, I would say, is about 15-20 minutes walk if you were walking generally. I would do it in about 3 because I'm so fast. Just as I'm walking with the Coast Star today, so I'm doing it a little slower and I'm also talking to you. If not, you would have only a blur. But yeah, so you would take about 15 to 20 minutes to walk to 𝗂𝗏𝗏 Bay. Remember, Bridgetown is there, so do a little shopping on your way back if you would like. You know, they have a lot of stores, and as I said before, you can find something you won't find anywhere else on the island in some of them as well. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Just parallel to where we are behind this building, there's the legend hot fish cakes. You all would know about them, legendary. They're up in Oystons. So if you're in Bridgetown, you want some quick fish cakes, just pop through that street behind here. They're open usually from around 7, close off by about 9. It was sold off. So if you want something, you'll also find numerous food trucks in this area as well. So if you want, just come through here, get a little snack and stuff on your island tours you're going around. Some of these guys are a little conscious about cameras, so you're not going to put too much on them. Wow, I'm doing an hour and 18 minutes. Mascara, I am throwing the gauntlet at your feet. I want to see you putting in these times without stopping talking. I do not know that's going to happen, and if I see you approaching my time and you are still talking, I'm going to cut out my internet coverage. Would that be wicked? That'd be terrible? We still do it. That's not a problem. I see some people here that I know, so maybe I can get to speak to one of them. Let you say hello and good morning. Good morning, my brother. How are you going? You want to say hello to everybody?
Hello, you retire?
Yeah, man, I retired. Yeah.
Hello,
How's it going, man? Good to see you, brother. All right, so we on the EMC. We carrying everyone showing the beauty of Barbados. So thanks for stopping and say hi. Yeah. Oh, when did the actual sugar towers come down? I thought 2 weeks ago, or a little longer than that.
Yeah, guys tested me this morning. I know it kind of about 2 or 3 weeks.
Right. Because I looked across here. You know, you always see it, so you didn't see it, and then last week I looked across and I was like, where are they gone?
You know, do the most sugar shoot be a bag off.
That's right. Well, we didn't get the demand for sugar anymore. That's sort of the second thing. But brother, thanks for talking to your family, yeah? All right. Okay, so right about 2 to 3 weeks ago. Now this is the port of Bridgetown, it's the main entrance. There are 3 entrances in. There's a cargo gate and there's also a middle gate as well. Cargo gate being right down by the catamaran section. And then the middle gate, which is a commercial gate where a lot of... Good morning, man. Oh, Loss. Hold on, I got a queue, man. I got to go and speak to her. Y'all would know this gentleman. I always talk about him at queue all the time. He's a serious queue, man. What's up, my brother?
I'm blessed, please.
How are you going? You got 3 big ones in today?
Yes, 3 in there.
Nice, right, yeah. So everything good with you?
I am blessed.
Man, yeah, we all blessed, man. You see you smiling and happy, man.
After celebrating 74 years.
74?
When's it gone?
She was.
I am blessed.
Man, 74, man. I can't believe you're 74 for real. I spent close to 25 of them with you.
Last
my brother, thanks, man. Good to see you.
I celebrated 74 years.
Right, you're coming down to queue on Thursday?
Where it is?
Flash in bar. Flash zone.
Oh, down.
Yeah, Spring Garden.
Yeah, down there.
Nice, man. Well, I look forward to catching you on camera.
Definitely.
So I'll be looking for you.
Continue to have your good day.
Thanks, man. All you all as well. Fellas, have a good day, all right? I wish you a good business today and stuff, huh?
Listen in here. She's a Q monster.
I know her face, though. I think you catch her inside the van where she can't run for the camera today. How are you going?
I'm good.
You good? You went last week to the one down at grisette's?
No.
Me neither. I missed that. A little bit too much rain.
I missed that.
Yeah.
Last week.
Yeah, but you're coming this week, though?
Oh, maybe, depending on how.
Man, he just called you a Q monster.
Yes, I am.
Man, even if you were telling a little fib, you could have said, yes, of course I'm going this week. What's your name, my dear? Helen. All right, you see us at Q all the time?
Yes.
And you hide from me, because I don't remember ever putting you on my phone before.
Yes. You did 1 or 2 times we were by police places.
Oh, yes. Yeah. But you were probably around some people that behave real bad that my camera probably focused on. No? You weren't around bad behavior people?
No, you won't see me that at all.
Well, not that bad, you know. Bad is good for us. Maybe talk about bad on here. We talk about people that have fun.
Bad. Not that kind of bad.
Not that kind of bad, but a fun crowd.
Yeah.
All right, well, I hope to see you this Thursday. Yeah? You have a blessed day, and I see you almost in front of the line, so hope you have a great day. Don't mind. You know, patience is a virtue, virtue is a grace. Have a great day, okay? See you later, okay? All right, so all these guys here are going to be waiting on their call to come in. What happens is, unlike years gone by where most fellas could just drive straight in, the port actually calls in a certain amount of vehicles from each operator. The different operators out here is an independent one. And then I think there were 3, and I was here last time, 3 different types of operators, all being made up basically of different individuals that own their vehicles who are part of their associations. Wait, man. You so quiet. I don't know what happened to you. You had a hard night last night. Guy wouldn't normally walk past here. Look, you tell me something loud.
I wanted to say hi to you. I did say hi to you.
Right.
When you went out and spoke to the taxi operator.
Yeah, I saw you outside Rihanna's house showing it the other day, man.
Yeah, but that's what I do for a living.
Yeah, for real.
Nice. Try my best to make people happy.
Man, well, that's what you do. You always got a smile on your face. You're an ambassador for your island, a big ambassador too.
Thank
so that is
you.
Randolph Scenic Tours?
Yes.
Alright, awesome. You do some ground-based operations too, or just for the ports, really?
Well, only to be port in with the cruise ship.
Right.
All my tours to be people tours.
Oh, awesome, man. Awesome. I know you're a popular man. I've been watching you for many years doing your business, you know?
Yeah, thank you.
You on Facebook or anything like that?
Yes, please.
Under Randolph Scenic Tours?
On the Randolph St. Tour, on the Randolph Petty Cabs.
Awesome, because you see a lot of people are coming into this island not only by plane but come as cruise ships as well that watch our vlogs. So
Correct.
you know they would know to get you. So Randolph Scenic Tours or
Randolph Petty Cabs.
Petty Cabs. Yeah, I know at one time you used to operate the Shanks down here.
Yeah, the rickshaws.
Yeah, the rickshaws, sorry. Thanks for correcting me. You don't do it anymore?
I'm there too old for that. I got the grey hair.
Oh, well, don't mind me grey hair. She coloured my hair last night when I was sleeping. I went to sleep with brown hair and woke up with grey hair this morning. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, you have a good day, all right?
You too,
all right,
man.
blessings,
All the
brother.
best.
All right, cool, good. All right, so a lot of these guys, they say they work with shoulder to shoulder for many years. It's a busy industry. Just over there is where we've also had Q quite a few times. That is the port for like dockers and stuff. They have a sports bar over there. So if you're down this section here, you see all of them are gathering over there. They'll now be called, and there are different teams for different operations. Storing of cargo, moving of luggage, carrying in of goods, etc. So all of them will be teamed up and taken in on the inside section and working later on today. Very busy area. All right, we're going to take you a little bit here and show you two entrances, one exit. First one over here on your left, that is for the taxis, only for taxis only. Private vehicles cannot go through there. The middle one is where the public, the general public will enter. Remember, coming into the Bridgetown port, you cannot just drive up here and drive in. You have to seek prior permission. So go online and check and see what is necessary for that. The other one is an exit. There's also a secondary exit that's sometimes open. You see the closed gate at the moment whenever the air-sea operations are on, because you can get backups from here right down to the cruise vessels. I'm talking about through the security barrier and inside, way down past Terminal 2 and down into Terminal 3 for people exiting. So this place will, this gate will open, and sometimes they open the middle gate for access in or out as well for the cruise industry. So all that is being thought of. All right, we're going to take you down the side here and show you a little vision. It's a little bit different. You're not going to do too much because I'm not sure the camera situation down here, especially as I'm not actually in the port and I'm walking up to the port. But I will give you a little outlay of what I remember down here, so you can get your bearings in case you come in a cruise ship. You'll know what to expect when you come in. Down in the distance, we have a dispatch area. That is the first building you're seeing just beyond the area, the like the pointed roof or the teepee style roof on there. I'll carry up and try and get looking through here so you can actually see. Let's see if we can get her up through here. All right, so directly in front of us is where you will have the dispatchers for the port taxi co-ops. The road that you're seeing coming up here is where all the guys will line up and then get called up by dispatchers for depending on what type of tours they're offering. Over in the distance, you will see that big building. That's the cruise terminal itself is. That's all the duty-free stores. Also, that's where the big bulk tours go from with the tour coaches. You're seeing that over there. So passengers will come off the ship, walk into the main cruise terminal, walk around in there, and then exit. If you're on tours, you come through a special door. If you're not on tours, you will exit to the west and then come back and walk in this general direction. You can see not too much from here, but what I will tell you is you will see no sugar towers. 3 sugar towers is to stand directly behind that triangular top building. That's where you would have seen them in the past, but as you know, they have been dismantled, but we put some pictures up there for you. Remember, security in here is very tight. Don't come down to Bridgetown Port and do no nonsense. Come down here if you want to play your business or whatever, and stay within the guidelines and the regulations that are laid for you. Okay, so that's just a little bit of it. This being the security, etc. This is their last point before you exit, our first point before you come into the port. All right, so just a little outlay again. Morning, my brother. How are you going? I ain't see you for a long time, man. Yeah, I'm glad to see you still here, man. Everything is good. All right. We broadcast all over the world. This gentleman here, I have known for the time he started working in the port, years and years. Man, it's good to see you, man. Happy to see you. Glad to see a lot of the faces that I remember, because I haven't been in this industry now for 4 years, close to 4 years, huh? So it's been a little while now. Anyway, you have a blessed day, huh? Take care, man. Keep well, all right? Okay.
Don't get that lady.
Yep.
Don't get
Okay. All right, so we have, as you can see, a beautiful place here when you come into Barbados. Sugar towers, I said before, it's a shame because we've lost iconic towers. When it came into Barbados, it was one of the only ports that offered them still. However, the necessity to move them, I would imagine, was because of the repair costs that would be needed, and also we no longer export sugar in the bulk capacity that we used to. Before sugar beet came in, we used to have protected amounts of quotas from the European Union. They were reduced significantly. I think it started at around 150,000 tons a year, and then it dropped bit by bit by bit. Before my time, it might even have been higher than that, but I remember those kind of numbers. And then it dropped and dropped and dropped and dropped until there's no protected quota anymore. So unfortunately, sugar is really suffering. So we don't export any bulk that we used to. Now all of them go and buy sugar, and therefore those towers were no longer needed. As I said, the disrepair and those towers is crazy. I see my co-star here shaking her head. Man, look, you're doing 1 hour and 28 minutes. So we can wrap up now. So we're just going to go back up here where we can get in the shade, show you a little bit of the ocean, and see our little piece before we go. As you see, we like to let everyone know what is around, so that if you want to do some shopping and stuff, we're trying to get you over to Pelican Craft Center. You can always go and visit them. Remember, there's also a place here that does Cuban cigars. If you want to go see cigars getting rolled and stuff, you can also do so as well. Beautiful, beautiful Barbados. Thank you for joining us this morning. We have a good, steady, healthy amount on board for the whole morning. I know a lot of people will view this later on. We were hoping to run into some of the cruise passengers as they came off the ship, but the first ship in at 5:15 was my shift. She's doing an air-sea operation, and therefore immigration has to go on there and do everything before anyone can come off. So that would be getting cleared, etc. right now. And that's immigration and customs, of course. Hello. Taking pictures of me? Because I'm taking pictures of you. Awesome. Jeez, oh man. I had the pleasure of walking back up the road with her now. Bear trouble here. I ain't take bear trouble. She's not looked this far in the video, so I can tell you she's bear stressed, you know. I ain't not joking, bear stressed. She's coming up, she's coming up. Shh, shh, shh. Yeah, so anyhow, we were just talking nice things about you.
I heard you say shh.
Oh, well that was because I was saying because of something on the ground. I was saying chasing that ant that was in front of me. I almost stepped on it. That's what happened.
Hungry?
I'm very hungry, yeah.
Oh.
Why are you?
Wow.
We can eat the apple in a minute. Alright, so one more time, folks. We're not going to go right... Oh, I'm not going to get breakfast, she says. Alright, so we're going to stop right here. We're not going any further on the rocks. Just want to show you this beautiful area again. Surf break. Come and have a look at it when it's breaking. I don't think you're permitted out here anymore. I'm sure port security will pull you out of the water if you do go out here. So you can come and still look at it. But from beautiful, beautiful Barbados, thank you for joining Jeanette and I this morning and all of our EMC Live Warriors on this stroll. It's been a long one, 1 hour and 30 minutes. And I know that people only watch 14 minutes average, 16 minutes average, but within that 130 minutes, people will watch their 14 or 16 minutes because they may not want to see certain sections, but they're going to see other sections. And we wanted you to walk on the passage of the cruise passenger that comes to Barbados going to Carlisle Bay, and that's what we've done. So we hope you've had an enjoyable day with us. It has been our pleasure. I could go on like this talking for the rest of the day, but...
And he will.
Oh, I will?
He will.
Oh, but to you. So
All day.
I will talk all day.
All day.
All day. Okay, well, as you can see.
Non-stop.
Alright, so you all know about house arrest, you all know what it stands for. It's looking as though it might have to get implemented very soon. So we'll see anyhow. Maybe she'll change. Maybe when I go on, she'll give me a super breakfast. And I hope you'll get that as well. But seriously though, thanks for joining us. This journey initially started for me to find healing for myself because I was in a very, very dark place. And I was asked to go and spread all the blessings that were bestowed on me. And that's what I've been doing since the 21st of January 2021, sorry. Yeah, jumping the gun a little bit. And that's what I started to do. And then all of a sudden people started to come on and also create what's become the EMC. And that is about we. The EMC is not about me or about Jeanette or about anyone in particular. It's about all of us. What we put into EMC is what the EMC is. If we reflect positiveness and love and kindness and care, that is what people see at the EMC. So you'll notice that when we go around, we are human beings. We have times that we have to bite our tongue because we feel the urge to be a normal human being and get on ridiculous. But we bite our tongue because we are who we are. We have to live the example of who we are, because if we live that example, that's who we transform into. We transform into peace and love and kindness. So if this morning you're getting up and the world is on your back and you really don't know where to turn and stuff, have a look at this a couple of times. Go in our vast collection, over 1,300 vlogs up on YouTube. have a look and see what we offer. If you want to see a particular part of Barbados, get our map. We have links there for you to find it. Go to that part of Barbados, see it. If you're coming to Barbados on a vacation and you don't want to waste time because you have limited time, have a look at what we offer on our vlogs. You will see everywhere a live vlog or 4K resolution of the entire coastline, all the beaches, and a lot of the attractions in the centre, and catamaran cruises, etc. So you can then determine to yourself, well, this year I want to see this, next year I'll put that off. Rather than go wrong and go somewhere and say, well, I really should have gone here. You have the opportunity to plan that before. If you want to get lost in Barbados, you can do that. Just don't look at our map. Or if you look at our map, you still can get lost anyhow when you get here if you're not familiar with the island. But enjoy Barbados. Don't just come here for the beaches and for the partying. I know that's what a lot of you do come for. And if that's what you come for, keep coming. But maybe one of these days you can put one day aside and say, let me go and watch a sunrise on the east coast. Or let me go and see what North Point looks like. Or let me go and walk on the west coast or swim with tarpon, or with turtles or stingrays or whatever. This island has so much to offer. I am 52, 5th of December 1971, and I have not got tired of this island. And trust me, I explore this island every day that you're saying. When I used to work, every week. I drove around this island 2 to 3 times a week. Every week I make sure to do that. So that's what we do. And that's how we find out Barbados. But that's how we also know Barbados has way more than you can ever find in your entire life vacation here. Have a great time. Greetings from this beautiful island. We hope you've enjoyed yourself. EMC thanks you for joining us. We hope you'll actually come and share some sand with us and walk the journey 246 with our EMC 246 family. Have a blessed day. Take care until tomorrow morning. See you all later.